Your man is back. Your man is back. Back to the crime scene. Draymond Green, Boston, talking that smack already to the OKC guys. Junkyard dog, old ball.
Junkyard dog my ass. Yeah, right. What is he averaging?
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. And I can hear you over the drop too. Just what is he averaging? You know who that is.
Ball suckers. Y'all know the deal. He jab step, baby. Let's go.
Oh man, you know how I be.
In the building.
Big baby in the building. He's saying it's big Lakers tonight.
He said go. He said go. You know he trolling me because you know how I feel about Big Baby. Big shout out to Big Baby. We always gotta let everybody know, man, what he's doing. Incredible work. He's the only person when I troll LeBron and Laker fans, he has nothing to do with that. Everybody else, they can go to hell. But Big Baby, you legit. You ain't got nothing to do with that smoke. It's all love over here.
Always. Big baby in the building. Y'all know who I be, man. You know who that be over there, man. AllBall TV. Do the AllBall TV reaction. The
Listen,
Junkyard dog.
Before we start, give another big shout out. Yesterday, great show with Kenny Anderson. Pulled up, hung out with us for an hour, you know, had some great basketball talk. So gotta show love, man. Yesterday, the show was incredible. Had the legend, the #2 overall draft pick, New York City legend, NBA legend, just human being as a legend. The great Kenny Anderson, man. Much love, showed up yesterday and showed out. Listen, man, had a lot to say. That was a great show yesterday.
That was incredible. That was incredible looking back on it. And just, I mean, he was speaking up for his guy from Queens. I guess, you know, Stephen, they've been wilding out over there from Queens, and people just, even Kenny Smith had to put him to the side. So for him to even come out and even defend Stephen A and saying, yo, I play ball too. Like, take it easy, man. So for him to just have a point of view on that and be able to express it, and of course, and do it with AllBall TV, it just always shows love. That's all we talk about. Is like, it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard, fellas, ladies and gents. Look, Knicks versus Lakers in the finals, Pac-10 finals. That's Fish's kind of love, so we can't be mad at him.
Big shout out Fish. You know, Fish family for life, man. Big shout out Fish, man. Listen, love Fish, man.
Hold on, Pac-10 finals is crazy.
It's nasty.
He's outright
nasty.
Y'all ain't even nasty. G League. Get back to the. Speaking of them Lakers, well, West Coast.
Hold on, great segue. Now that Fish said that, Knicks Lakers in the finals, we have what we're going to talk about. Two teams that were in the finals before.
Golden State, Boston Celtics. Jesus Louises, back to the crime scene. Celtics, they lost to, was it Detroit? No, they lost to Indiana. So they got one loss in the year. They're both 5-1. They both got one loss. Draymond Green, you asked, AllBall. The triple single is still in effect.
What
9 points a game, 9 points a game, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. He is averaging a career high 3-point percentage at 52 a game, though.
What is he averaging again? 9 points. What you said? 4
assists and 5.6 rebounds, a career low in both categories.
This is my new thing. At 5'8", 180 pounds, I can average Draymond Green numbers. Give me a year with their nutritionists, their workout people. I'm averaging 9, 5, and 4. That's 2 points a quarter with a free throw. I'm sorry.
You're gonna be out there selling. You selling popcorn and hot dogs, bro. You eating glizzies. What you talking about? I'm gonna go on the court. What? Listen, man. Golden State's having a hell of Hell of a season. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of surprising us. They beat Portland and the Pelicans on a back-to-back. So it was kind of, whatever kind of victories, but they've been some convincing victories. They D'ing up. I like them, especially when you betting. Jaylen Brown is not playing tonight, all ball. Shout out to Uncle Ice.
No.
He said, shout out to Uncle Ice. Or DraftKings, promo code ABTV. Download DraftKings. Uncle Ice already gave our lock of the day. The over for Golden State and Boston. Both 3-point shooting teams. Golden State probably a little better defense. Steph Curry's back in the mix. Podziemski, I think, is questionable. But yeah, Steve Kerr said this is a 12-man rotation, old boy. What the hell?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of Steve Kerr. And a lot of people think he's overrated as a head coach. You gotta respect him, though. He's won. But to me, we got to give Golden State props. I did not see them being 5-1. Honestly, I thought they was going to be dirt. I know it's early in the season, but this is what I mean when you separate yourself from being a decent coach to a good/great coach. When you work with the roster you have and you have those guys fight for you and you compete in out every night. And what Steve Kerr's doing with the Golden State Warriors, I'm gonna be honest, man. You got to give them props. You got to give them props. And I have to give the Golden State Warriors props. Those dudes are playing. We forget they're former champions. They have the pedigree. They have Steph Curry. They have Draymond Green. They still have Andrew Wiggins. They have Moody. And then they got the kid Kuminga. I'm not going to lie. Some games he looked real good. And then they got a collection of young guys with Gary Payton II. So, listen, good coaching and a coach that you respect and believe in. Listen, they play for Steve Kerr. The show has to stop. Big shout out, Darlene Bryant is in the building. Always got to show love. How you doing, Darlene? Good evening.
Darlene,
But yes, but yeah, Fabian, you got to. Who that? There go my guy.
The Presto Ball says, "Call me the round mound of sitting down on the bench."
Yeah.
Yo, I swear, every time I come in here, I don't care what my feeling is. Y'all make me feel mad.
Hey, Fabian, I told you I need that screenshot. I need that avatar with I need that whole thing. We need that page. But yeah, man, gotta give Golden State Warriors props. And this is what I mean by being a good coach. We may have underestimated Steve Kerr. Simple and plain, we know they not, contending for a chip. What up, Flea?
Yeah.
We know they're not contending for a chip, but to have your guys out there fighting and playing competitive basketball with that roster that's nowhere near as good as everybody else, got to give props when props is due. Steve Kerr, thus far, even though it's early, doing a hell of a job. I did not see them 5-1. I'd have seen them. I'd have seen them 1-5, but 5-1. Nah, I'd be dead wrong on that.
Who they
Flea,
play?
what up?
Tell me the six teams they played. Who they play? New Orleans
don't
twice.
matter.
Who they play? Tell me who they play.
Well, you can say that, Flea. You can say that. But what we said when we beat down the Pistons, we beat down the Heat.
I still got a job, Fish. Chill. I still got a job. Been working hard today, baby. Chill. That's crazy.
Flea coming in looking like he just got laid off.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Reason why I'm laughing. Flea came in mad aggressive. It's just tie unbuttoned, so it's almost like today ain't the day.
Today ain't the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he just he went on 20 job interviews, took his word, sweating, huffing and puffing.
Darlene, what's up, baby? Nah, I'm just talking mess, man. Just to piggyback off what you're saying, OG. Big shout out to the Golden State Warriors, man. They came to play this year. They they putting all that noise to the side. Steve Kerr started this season talking about this is the deepest team he's had since he's been a head coach for the Warriors. That sounds like a little bit of sauce, right? He gassing it a little bit. But they have a deep team. They went 12 deep the other night against, I forget who they played, but they went like 12 deep. They playing guys 15 to 20 minutes.
It might have been Washington because I remember Poole pointing at Was it
So it
Washington?
wasn't. They was at home. It was before they went on this road trip.
Oh,
So
okay,
whatever game they was at home. And it was. I feel like it was a nationally televised game, regardless of the fact.
Well, just to be clear with that, Steve Kerr announced they're gonna have a 12-man rotation.
Right. So guys like Lindy Waters, guys like Moses Moody, guys like. But you say that, right? But Lindy came in and hooped. He looked good. Like that kid could play, right? They getting a lot of stuff. Big shout out to Antonio Davis's son, Trace Jackson Davis. That kid, that's Dale. Wow. That's Dale Davis' son, not Antonio Davis. That's Dale Davis's son.
Wow.
And then Buddy Hield coming in, Klay Thompson, who? Right? Like it's like no disrespect to Klay, but he's.
Hold on, Flea, stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put some respect with a K. Respect on Buddy Hield's name.
No question.
I made fun of Buddy Hield before. I was disrespectful to Buddy Hield. At this point, Buddy Hield, I'm an idiot. I was wrong. Buddy Hield is balling. So I got to defer to my brothers here. Systems mean something. Playing for a new organization, maybe where, it's fun to play. The guys around. Buddy Hield is balling his ass off, Paul. So I got to give a big shout to Buddy Hield. I thought he was done. No, Buddy Hield can play basketball, and right now he's doing a hell of a job. I'm glad you said that, Flea.
He looks one. Go ahead, Fabian. My bad.
No, just to be clear, thank you, Darlene, for asking. Golden State is 6-1 on the year, and Boston is 7-1. So they're both. One of them got to lose a second game this season. And Buddy Hield is playing amazing, guys. He's killing the game. I think he's averaging 21 points a game off the bench, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's playing great basketball.
He's that is the system, like you guys said. Yes, he is averaging 21.9, basically 22 a game, 22 points a game. That's a career high by far. The last time he averaged 28 game was in Sacramento in his 5th season in the league. These are amazing numbers. 2 assists, 4 rebounds, and he's shooting 50% from the field, 51% from the field, and 50% from 3. He's on fire. Hey, Flea, by the way, Draymond is averaging 52% from the 3.
I looked at his splits. It's funny you go in. Go there. I looked at his splits. He's shooting like 50% from 3. He's shooting 48% from the field. Like, I looked at it the other day and I started to call you OG, like, yo, we might have to, like, I don't know. We might take a little bit of that.
Fabian,
hold on, before we go to Draymond, real quick. I had a question, but we got to ask this before we go to Draymond. Season ends right now. 6th Man of the Year award. Peyton Pritchard or Buddy Hield?
Buddy Hield.
Okay.
Buddy Hield. For me, because I'm being honest, Boston is a juggernaut.
Okay.
What Golden State is doing? No. He's tough. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but I'm just saying what Buddy Hield is doing in Golden State, where to me, they playing with house money. Nobody expect them to be 6-1. I don't care who they play. You'll be lying. Nobody expect Buddy Hield to come in there, average 20, like you said, Flea, replacing Klay Thompson. Of course, we know he's not going to replace Klay as far as what they did as far as, over the years. But I'm giving it to Buddy Hield. I'm giving it to Buddy Hield. But Pritchard, listen, if he get it, you can't be mad.
Right.
I can. That Buddy Hield is 21 off the. Pritchard ain't averaging no damn 21 points off the bench, bro. He's killing. How the hell do you spell Pritchard? What the hell?
Hold on, no. Flea, you said something. Fabian, let's just give Flea some numbers, Draymond Green numbers real quick.
He's like 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, something like that.
Okay, stay there. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't ever talk to me about what his field goal percentage is. I don't care. He's averaging 9. Nigga's a bum.
Peyton Pritchard is averaging 27 minutes a game, so that increase, he's shooting 11 shots a game, 4 more shots than ever for 16 points, 2.8 assists, and 3 rebounds a game. So he's killing. He's shooting 43% from the 3-point range and 46% from the field.
Yeah, Buddy Hield right now got that.
You said hold on.
Me?
Yeah, they said hold on, Fabian.
No, I said come on, Fabian. Like, you know, that kid, that Pritchard kid is hooping. No, you was talking about his numbers. That kid is.
And Boston is hooping too. But I think Hield's elevation is what.
Who is this person?
Bro, you missed him because he was here last time. He said, "Yo," because you hopped off. I said, "All right, that's all boy. That's Fabian PerspecTV." He goes, "Don't forget about me." And he popped up. And he popped up in the shit.
Who is this person?
B Flea says, "You know, I only smile when I'm baiting all ball."
You know, that's the only way I cheese from ear to ear when I'm trying to reel that nigga in. Come here, OG. Bring your ass over here.
So. But you got to give them the edge in terms of storyline, because a lot of this shit, it's like we could lie all we want to. We always go over it, right? How the hell did Michael Jordan get MVP awards in 95? He played 15 games. Kobe didn't get no MVP awards in 2004, whenever it was. It's the storyline. People want the villain. MJ's back. The Warriors are back. Steph Curry's been missing games. Let's not forget that. He only played 20 minutes against the Wizards. That 12-man rotation, what is it without Buddy Hield? You said Klay Thompson, my dumb ass. I was going crazy over Quentin Grimes in Dallas. Like, he's going to be around Klay. He's going to be around Kyrie. Ooh. Well, Buddy Hield is around Steph Curry. And Steve Kerr. What the hell am I talking about? And he has the second most three-pointers ever made in the last 10 years.
Behind Steph.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad recipe. Nah, we just saw him in Philly. A lot of bad shots. He's not going to be in the same rotations as Philly. The Warriors are playing team basketball, and y'all, especially old ball, my old Draymond on apology the way he's playing defense. He's still playing defense kind of crazy. He's a lunatic, but he D's up. How you say that he blows? Did you say he blows up screens and all that?
Yes.
Blows up screens.
Yo, you can't make a face like that when he's trying to make a point, OG.
He can't because I didn't finish blows up. This guy, he's waiting for the pause moment. He can't stand Draymond so bad.
I'm just sitting there because it's like, yo, right now, them being 6-1 has nothing to Draymond Green has nothing to do with that, bro. Nothing.
What?
The bone density scanners. What was
Will Smith?
Pursuit of Happiness, right? Is that what he was saying?
Right. Nigga called there. What was his name in that shit?
Richard.
Nah.
Nigga was Richard.
Short for what? What's Richard short for?
Yo, man. Yo, the chat, y'all are out of control.
That was super classic. Bone density scanners. And then here comes your man, the movie buff himself. Huh.
Because when he said that, I immediately thought, I was like, ain't that the shit that Will Smith was carrying around and trying to
the happiness? I forgot about that shit.
But he spent his whole life savings on them joints. But go ahead.
You don't have to like Draymond, Darlene. I get it. He's the villain. But the way he talked about OKC, that's the must game CTV matchup on Sunday. He hyped it up, and they're playing well. These next couple games, though, are going to be telling for Golden State. We could talk all we want to about whatever it is, but they're here to play. I think it was Boston. They have an East Coast trip, right? Boston, maybe not the Knicks. They ain't playing us.
Who? Golden State?
Yeah, Golden State. Boston, Cleveland, and OKC.
What's their next 5 games?
They got a gauntlet in the next couple of games, so we're going to see what.
But think about think about it like this: Boston, Cleveland, and OKC, the best teams in the league by anybody's measurement. And if Golden State is for real, what are you going to do against them?
Go 3-0.
Listen, let me ask y'all. Right. Or I mean, if you go 2-1, if you go 1-2, but all the games is competitive, you get what I'm saying? For me, it's how you lose. But let me ask y'all this. All day today, they've been hyping up, they trying to revive Boston versus Golden State. And it's like huge now. This is the first meeting between Kerr and Jayson Tatum, of course, since the USA. What is y'all opinion on that? As far as like, is this legit or is this just the networks and the analysts and guys like us just trying to like fireball something? Because I don't see no beef there. I don't think Tatum is that type of guy. I think Kerr is that type of guy, but I don't think Tatum is the guy where the bait is going to be took. So Do y'all think there's gonna be some smoke and some little bit of disrespect tonight?
First of all, glasses all Fabian.
They got him.
Nah, yeah, for him to, because now he totally captures my spirit. How you lose? That's loser talk. Why I sound like Bobby Knight over here? I'm gonna throw the alley to Flea. Jayson Tatum might not be that kind of guy, but Joe Mazzulla is. He's in Tatum's ear talking that shit. Yo, ain't that the coach that? Remember they said that? Remember the summertime, man? Flea, you don't think Joe Maz, as they call him over there in Boston, you don't think he's out there trying to get in Tatum's head? Like, we got to send a message tonight. They think they're good again. That's the team that beat us.
Mazzulla is the head coach and the vet in the locker room, too. Like, let's remember, Mazzulla is only 34, 35, if that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Me, right? So, like he's still like that vet in the locker room, but fortunately for him, he has the head coaching stamp. I'll probably lean with OG on this one, man. I think once or twice a year, Tatum is going to get up to play against Golden State. He's only going to see them twice a year at this point. He's in the Eastern Conference. They only play each other twice, once home, one away. Golden State has more work to do to get in the NBA Finals than the Boston Celtics do. So I don't potentially see them matching up, in the NBA Finals. But there's plenty of guys that, hold and harbor feelings for little situations that may have happened throughout their careers, or certain situations that, they marking on their calendar. Shit, Scottie Pippen Jr. was looking forward to play against the Milwaukee Bucks and strap Damian Lillard. Think about this, y'all. Scottie Pippen Jr. was looking forward to defending a top 75 player of all time, all because he wanted to show up Darvin Ham. All because he wanted to show Darvin Ham, yo, I can defend. You didn't want to play me in LA because I couldn't. You didn't think I could defend? No, I can defend. So if Tatum just shows up and does what he's been doing over the last, 8 games, 9 games? How many games has Boston played? 8, 9 games? If he shows up and does what he's been doing to start the season, that's it right there. You're shooting the rock well. You're leading the team in scoring. You have I don't know if y'all have watched him, but he has a legit attitude every time he's playing out there. This is the first time I've ever seen Jayson Tatum out there. I don't want to smile. I don't want to joke. I don't like, what do I always say? I don't want to talk to y'all niggas. That's what I don't want to deal with none of y'all niggas. Roll the ball out there. Let's hoop. I've never seen him like this. So it may not be directly to Kerr, but there's a lot of things. Kerr, Jaylen Brown won Eastern Conference MVP and Finals MVP. Everybody thinks that he's the best player on this team. People, not respecting who I am. So, listen. Tatum shows up against Boston and does what he does. It's going to be good for them.
Well, I think, Tatum needs to take it personal. And I think basketball is missing that badly. He needs to score, and when he do score, ice grill Steve Kerr. Point at him. Listen, man, we grown, Flea. Like, we grown. Like, we ain't kids. We ain't got to apologize, but I'm gonna show you why you disrespected me. I'm gonna show you that I'm that guy. And I think sports is missing that, especially basketball. It's too much kumbaya. Nah, you violated me. I'm top 5 in the league. I just came off a championship. And you made me look like a clown in the Olympics. That was the talk of the town, to the point now where tonight, that is a topic. Oh, what's going to happen? This is the first time Tatum is meeting up since USA. You think this, you think that? Nah, I think these guys need to take certain things more personal. Doesn't mean you're a bad guy. I'm not saying y'all got to have real beef, but no. Drop 50 on them, ice grill them. I need all of that. Like where is that at in the game today? So, I love that, the media, the networks is trying to hype it up. But, I don't get when, you have Floyd Mayweather said this perfect one time. If two fighters, if I'm the only one promoting, how is it going to work? So for me, it's like, listen, man, Tatum need to go off tonight. And if I'm him, which I'm not, Steve Kerr, every time I score, I'm ice grilling it and I'm making it known I'm ice grilling them straight up.
Be yourself though, JT. That's
Right.
what, like, be yourself. Don't come off inauthentic. Don't come off phony. Like, niggas know who you are. Like, all right, like, you could give them some smoke, but don't gas it to where now we looking at you like, all right, go hoop.
Nah, gas it. Gas it.
I really don't know. I really don't know who he is though. To be honest with you, I'm
going off for the last 8 years. This nigga dunked on LeBron James as a rookie, bumped him, and didn't even look at him. He just went the other way. We talking about that guy. I would love it. I hear what you're saying, OG. I would love it.
I don't think they don't have enough charisma anyway. Tatum and the other guy, Jaylen Brown. They just not them guys. Joe Mazzulla got more charisma for me. He is like what's Rocky's manager in the corner going crazy, Mickey. That's who he is to me. Like everybody else there, where's the guy to hype up Boston? He's the one that's been getting all the bulletin board material for his team or for Golden State or for anybody. Draymond's been kind of quiet.
It was Marcus Smart for a while. Marcus Smart was the guy that was,
right.
that talker, the guy that's going to get, the bulletin board material to get guys going over there. So they don't have that. They don't have that in a Drew Holiday or a Peyton Pritchard, or who is the guy that is capable of doing it? That's a good question.
Do they need it? But I just like the point that AllBall made, where Floyd Mayweather said, I just can't be the only one promoting this fight. So the only people promoting the fight is ESPN because they got to sell the game for tonight. That's it. But even Draymond doesn't have Draymond knows I don't even want to shoot to Boston. I'm gonna shoot to OKC because I got 4 games to sell against them this year. I only got 2 against Boston, and we beat them already. For some reason, he's not going at the champs. They won. I don't think he wants to bark up that tree.
You know what I think?
What?
This is between this. I've been saying this. Don't nobody respect the Boston Celtics? Sorry.
Well, so hold on. So if they don't respect them, wouldn't that give Draymond more of a reason to disrespect them?
No, when you don't respect somebody, you don't even pay him no mind. This is primetime game, ESPN. And once again, they are trying their best to hype it up, and there's no hype. No disrespect. Who's really looking like, if you're a basketball fan, but, this is why there's no rivalries. There's really no competition. Because, like I said, it's too much kumbaya. And if Tatum, Flea, I agree with what you're saying, but when you get disrespected like that as a superstar, come on, if you ask any of the other superstars, they're going to have a response. They're going to say, on my calendar, I checked off Golden State. I'm going to make sure Kerr understand who I am. I'm being honest.
Well, I sent y'all something. Go ahead, Fabian.
No, but don't you don't want KD to talk, but then you want Tatum to talk? I like what Flea said then. Just be yourself and go out and ball. I don't want to hear from you. You're going to say something corny.
Nah, see, I'm not saying not be yourself. I'm just saying.
Whoa! He tried to mimic that shit. He looked goofy.
Horrible.
Like, be you.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
But, right. I agree, but I'm not. He don't have to do nothing like that. I'm just saying, you was disrespected, and you need to show up. We need to start seeing some type of fire in these guys, man. I'm just being honest. That was the quietest champion I've ever seen.
What type of fire?
Simple and plain.
They're killing me in the comments. What type of fire am I supposed to show right now?
Flea, manager, you're not happy with your Starbucks experience today. Let me give you a couple free macadamia and chip cookies. What's wrong with y'all? How does a man that has never gone camping a day in his life use kumbaya so much? talking about AllBall.
We know who they talking about. Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the things that we say.
That's crazy.
Attention to the things that we say. We could have said it 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Nah, they talk about the punchline champion. They keep saying somebody in the comments just putting simple and plain, and they put a check mark in the comments. Now, yes, your man.
Real quick, they just put up a stat: 42% of the points of shots in the NBA is 3-point shots.
Boston is averaging 58 3-pointers a game. Shout out to Tim Legler. He said, yo, think about it. That's more than 1 3-point shot a minute. A minute.
Oh, man, they put them up. And all of them, if you go and look at the percentages from all 5 starters and the 2 guys that come off the bench, House, Pritchard, all of these guys are shooting 35% and above, 38% and above, 40% and above, right? Like it's, I sent y'all something earlier today, and we probably could tap in with that at another time. I don't know if Fabian got it dialed up, but
how dare you doubt the God?
Bro, look at that. Now, if y'all not sure what y'all looking at, comments real quick. This is NBA teams by average age. If you look at the average age right now for all of these NBA teams, there's not a team that averages an age over 30 or above. All of these teams are super young. So when we have all of these questions and concerns about why are guys so buddy-buddy, where's the toughness? Why aren't guys so mentally strong? And you know, why is everybody taking 3-pointers and all of this? The league is run by kids now. The league is run by children. I'm being funny, but y'all know what I'm saying. The league is run by kids.
I'm sorry, Flea. Remember what Kobe said? He was in the locker room with grown men. I always point this out. Kobe was a real 17-year-old in the league. I don't even think Kevin Garnett was a real 17-year-old, and LeBron definitely wasn't. He was 18 when he got to the league. Got left back in the 3rd grade. Yes, I know this information. What you call me? Glasses off, Fabian. The point is, that's a different experience, man.
Hold on, nigga. Reclassified in the 3rd grade. I'm out. I'm out. That's it.
That's all he needed. That's all he needed. He didn't get left back. The nigga said he reclassified in the 3rd grade. That's bad work, OG. That's nasty. The nerve of you.
Disturbing behavior from the classy AllBall himself.
He said, wait, he reclassed in the 3rd grade?
He reclassed.
That's
it was AAU sponsored, baby. Wow. You know what the first thing I noticed here, Flea? The Clippers got the oldest team, right? 28, average age of 28 years old. And the second young oldest team is the 70s. No, the 76ers is the oldest team. The AKA the East Coast Clippers. You morons traded each other for the same players, man. What's wrong with y'all? It's being old. It's being old something. Because look, you got the Sixers, you got the Clippers, the Mavericks are in the mix for oldest. The Bucks, 27 years old. Boston's hovering around there. Who's the youngest team? You keep that? OKC is the youngest team?
Probably.
Houston, maybe. Houston not up there as the youngest?
25. OKC is 23.9. Rockets is 25 years old. Oh, Detroit, 22.
Oh, Detroit, 22 points. Yeah. All right.
Hey.
But OKC is the 2nd youngest team. And shout out to Gilbert Arenas. I did see a clip of them earlier. Rashad was going bananas, the evil villain himself. Because that is the OKC flaw. Great transition. Thank you very much, AllBall. Is OKC for real or the Cavaliers for real? I seen you in the mix, Sugarman, hyping up your team for tonight. Get out of here, Cleveland. Bone Thugs and Harmony. It ain't the first of the month, son. Anyway, are the Cavs and the Oklahoma City Thunder, are they legit? Especially being this young. I mean, how old is Cleveland up? You seen them up there? 26 years. So they got some age on them, Flea.
So
Cleveland got some age on them.
I'm not sleeping. 6, man.
Hey, Flea, I'm gonna say this. It's damn, man. It's tough to give certain teams props. Um, OKC, I think, is the real deal because Hartenstein's not even there yet. So I think when they add that piece, because like I said, when you look at the landscape, man, let's be real. Clippers, Lakers, Minnesota took a step back. Memphis, they're good, but to me, they can't compete with OKC. Sacramento then slid back to Sacramento. I mean, I'm being honest. I don't see maybe the Phoenix Suns, Dallas Mavericks can challenge them. Cleveland, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna surprise y'all. They might be the real deal. Now, I'm not saying title contenders, but Garland playing back at an all-star level, and people underestimate Jared Allen. Listen, Jared Allen is a hell of a defender and he's a hell of a basketball player. And Flea, you've been saying this for a while, Fabian, so I got to give y'all props. Evan Mobley is the truth. And it seemed like he took his game to another level so far. So, right. So for me, you have two guys that up their game in Garland and Evan Mobley, and then you add, because Jared Allen was hurt, a legit rim protector. And then they got a superstar. So it hurts to say that because I'm a diehard Knicks fan. But at this point, Cleveland might be the real deal. They might be the real deal.
We talked about in the offseason, Flea. That's why I didn't like the Knicks trade. And it's gonna take a year minimum. Cleveland stuck to their identity. Boston stuck to their identity. The Magic stuck to their identity. Cleveland stuck to their identity, and they're healthy. We forget that January we keep bragging about. January, the Knicks went crazy. The Cavs went crazy. Also,
They play well. They did. They did.
They had the same record as we did, Flea.
OG didn't mention this, but everything he said is spot on, especially about, Garland finding that love for the game again. I think I mentioned that to y'all. There was a little excerpt or interview of him talking about, him kind of losing his love for the game, right? And so getting reinvigorated for the game. Now you see he's back to playing at an all-star level. They might be the best backcourt in the NBA right now. Who's playing better basketball than Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, right? And so
Dennis Schroeder and Cam Thomas.
Right now, currently they playing well. I mean, call it what you want. But Garland, getting back right. Obviously, Evan Mobley taking another step. But y'all know I'm big on coaching. Kenny Atkinson is a hell of a coach. He's just a hell of a coach, and I think he's doing some different things over there, putting guys in different positions over there than what JB Bickerstaff was doing. Now, I'm a big JB guy, right? Like Detroit has won 3 games. They won 3 games. They didn't win 3 games till December 31st last year. It's insane, right? And so I think that they're going to be a better team. But with these two teams, like Cleveland has gone through a little bit of growing pains. They lost to the Knicks one year. They lost to Boston last year, right? So they've gone through some growing pains. So maybe they're figuring out how to get over that hump, right? OKC, again, I feel like they just playing with house money. Like no expectations for them, so they could play freely, right? And now you look 10 times better when you're just playing free. You're not really worried about keeping up with what the media is saying, keeping up with what the fans are expecting, right? Y'all just going through y'all growing pains and growing. But for me, I don't think they've hit any real adversity yet. And I think most teams that do get over the hump usually hit some kind of wall, right? I'm not saying everybody has to go through the same bumps and bruises, but everybody does go through a little bit of adversity before they reach that mountaintop. Boston had to be up 2-1 in the NBA Finals in 2022 and lose to now have to come back and say, okay, let's regroup. They had to lose in the playoffs the next year and then came back. So I don't feel like OKC has gone through any real trials and tribulations. the reporter said to Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns, like, you know, I don't know if I feel like y'all not ready yet. Y'all may have to lose in the conference finals to understand what it takes. And Cat is like, well, we've been losing for the last 9 years. It's different kind of losing. You feel what I'm saying? It's different when you lose in the first round and there's no expectations, or you get out the first round and lose in the semis. Nah, OKC needs to make a run in the playoffs, show that they can, you know, overcome some adversity. They haven't dealt with a real tough injury yet. Maybe this Hartenstein injury is it. You know, different things that teams go through that is like, okay, we know how to get over that hump. So I think Cleveland is the real deal. For me, jury's still out on the Thunder.
The Thunder are, I don't know who's been in this position before ever in NBA history. To be this good, this fast. Chet missed his real rookie year when he got drafted. They were in the play-in. See, we keep talking about SGA, and I pumped SGA up. It was John Morant for SGA for me, and I thought about it. I said, I don't know if John Morant's better than SGA. This kid he's the goods.
Ja putting folks on notice right now.
He's Ja, like
notice right now.
He's
hello,
Ja.
Y'all. Hello.
Hi, I'm Ja.
Yeah,
but I'm back. He hasn't had his I'm back game yet. That's what I'm waiting for with Ja, because he's gonna talk mad shit. But I'm glad he's not shooting that many 3-pointers and he's kicking the ball out. But they're trying to figure out how to get back to the spot that OKC, they didn't just take Memphis' spot. They surpassed that shit when Chet got in there. Okay, the Memphis didn't have no Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren is crazy. They went from a play-in team to the #1 team in the league last year with Chet in the mix. That whole, I get you and Dom stress it all the time. I get it. Winning the championship, going through these rounds. They lost to the Western Conference finalists at the end of the day. And it was a game, SGA missed the game winner for game 6. They're too crazy for me. I don't see how Boston's gonna keep up with them. Boston's whole strength is 3-point shooting, right? OKC is the best 3-point shooting defense in the league. That is going to be the most amazing matchup to watch in the regular season, and then hopefully in the finals, unless it's the Knicks, because the Knicks have the best 3-point percentage in the league. That's the game you want to watch, because the whole, like you said, AllBall, the whole league is shooting 3-pointers. When you play OKC, now we're gonna put your test your strength. Let's see what you really got going on with the supposed three-point shooting you got for your team. I just don't think we've seen a team like OKC in this position ever to have this many draft picks available to trade for somebody. I joked around when shout out to Hammer Time Ryan when he said, "Yo, OKC is in position to get Giannis. You could trade a Chet Holmgren if you want, but really, shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Got to shout him out. What's wrong with trading Isaiah Hartenstein for Giannis? The money matches, and then you offer them 10 draft picks if you want. It will, like, they're in position for all of that. You don't want to hear it, AllBall, but that's in the position they are in, and also they're in to not even trade for Giannis and still go for chips. I don't remember the last time we've seen some shit like this.
I think you gotta hang up. Go ahead, OG.
No, I'm just big shout out Gilbert Arenas, but fuck out of here with that. Trade Hartenstein for Giannis. Stop, man. Stop. That's not happening. That's never happening. Cut the jokes.
Well,
He may be part of the deal, but
right. Yeah. Come on, man. Stop it. Hartenstein.
But there's no. You can't trade them with 10 draft picks anymore. You got to match the money, and Hartenstein's making 30 million a year.
I understand Listen, I understand what you're saying, but Gilbert, just because you played in the league and it sound good, and you said all up over here. Listen, get out of here with that right there. That was another clickbait moment. Stop it. That is not happening. But Fleet, my opinion with OKC, they're this good, but it might be a little bit by default. Like I said, look at the teams in the West. Everybody's falling by the wayside. Like I said, Sacramento, Clippers, they all took a step back. Golden State is not as
Sacramento good. Why you think Sacramento?
They're okay. But hold on. Falling by the wayside. Phoenix is falling by the wayside.
You didn't hear me name Phoenix. I said Clippers. I said Sacramento. I said Golden State is not a threat when it comes to the best teams. To me, I said it when we started. I said maybe Dallas, maybe Phoenix can be a threat. The Lakers is dirt. I don't like if you name the top 5 best teams in the West, give me the top 5 best teams in the West. No order.
I got a better one for you. 7-game series right now. You got OKC winning against Golden State.
Golden State will be lucky to win 1 game.
Okay.
But that's
lucky
okay, so,
to win 1 game.
Them young niggas is running them old niggas off the floor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Flea,
Okay.
Once they get hot, they don't have Hartenstein.
Okay. Run them
Sorry.
off.
if you take away OKC, because going by what you're saying, OKC is that good. If you take out OKC, the West is still strong. Dallas, Minnesota, Phoenix, Denver kind of slipped. Who else?
They're still going to be good teams. These teams are still good teams. These teams are not trash teams that's going to be
No, Flea, no. Let them finish, Flea. All right. Let them finish. Good. Name the rest of the good teams.
Hold on. The rest you mentioned them, but you just acting like they ain't nobody. Phoenix, Sacramento's still good. They could beat you any given night.
That's your second and third time naming Phoenix. We heard Phoenix already, bro. There's other teams in the West. Come on, I'm waiting.
I'm trying to think of who else plays in the West. The Jazz are garbage. Portland's garbage. Oh, Houston. Houston could beat you any given night. They just beat us. The hell you talking about? Yeah. The Texas Tornado.
Hold on. What has OKC done that got you thinking that they are head and shoulders above everybody in the Western Conference?
So, all right, Flea, you tell. All right, so let's. I like things simple. I'm an old man. I ain't got like big shout out recipes. Recipes, Bernie Mac. Listen, man, 3 minutes. I ain't got time to be playing around. Let's make it simple. Who you picking in a 7-game series? OKC or Houston?
OKC.
You have to think about it to make it put a little spice on it, right? Flea, go ahead with your bullshit, man.
Just saying.
Listen, man.
All right.
Don't let it pressure you, Flea. You build suspense up. You a gentleman.
Chet gonna have his hands.
All right.
Goon. Hands.
All right, hold on.
With Sin.
All right, cool. But you'll pick OKC.
Yeah.
OKC, Sacramento. Who you picking?
I don't know. I'm dead.
Hey, Fabian, listen, man. He must have went to the school of AllBall TV because what he doing today.
I don't know.
What we said about Jayson Tatum? Be yourself, man. I don't want to go. Man, I want to hear that bullshit. I love it. Look, he get it. He getting it. Look, I don't know about that one.
They getting Sacramento up out of there. They getting Houston up out of there. I got that. But they're in a class by themselves, but that don't make the West Coast trash. The Knicks over there in the West Coast, they got their ass handed to them last game. We couldn't do nothing with Houston. And that's your guy, Cat, by the way. Let's not play these games all ball. Don't let them try to divert from the real situation, Flea. What happened with the Cat trade so far? What's going down? Let's make the switch, man. Enough is enough with that. The West Coast mother lovers.
Knicks Rehab.
What do you mean what's happened? We're 500.
Exactly. I thought we were supposed to be some offensive juggernaut.
We're third in the league in offensive rating. We're third. You said offensive juggernaut. We're third.
And do diddly nothing with them damn Rockets, man.
We dog shit on defense, though. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hold on. I got to do something that I thought I would never do. Jalen Brunson, your ass is on thin ice. We had that game in Houston. We got it to 1.
Yeah. Yes.
Jalen Brunson turned into, I don't know what that was. I'm going to be real. Bill Simmons, I don't know if you can find a clip. I just thought of it. It says something that was, I like Bill Simmons, man, because he's so smooth with it. He said, what's the purpose of giving up all y'all gave up for Mikal Bridges, and y'all don't even use him offensively? Like, we gave up a lot for Mikal Bridges.
How do we not?
And it's like, how? Flea, Brunson has to give the ball up, bro.
I agree with you.
So like I said, I didn't see the whole clip. Maybe he broke it down a little more, but Brunson has to give the ball up. My opinion, a true leader, which I know Brunson can be, bro, average, give us 21, 22, and 12, bro.
You
Stop trying to force everything.
times?
Well, let's get to that clip real quick. Bill Simmons on the
Halliburton, that's Trae Young. That's guys that are more prototypical point guards. Brunson with
He got the support. He got the supporting cast to do it. Flea, go ahead. I'm sorry, Fabian. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fabian.
This Bill Simmons on a Mikal Bridges trade in retrospect.
Bridges trade for what they gave up for him, for how kind of little they use him. It's kind of shocking. Like, he's like a 15 points a game guy. He just stands in the corner in crunch time. I thought he would be way more involved with their offense. You know, you think like if Giannis is really going to be available over these next couple weeks, months, they shot their wad on this Bridges package. They could have just done the Towns thing. They could have kept everything else they had and kind of waited, but they went all in. I defended it last summer. It made sense to me. But I also thought they'd use Bridges as more than just like this complimentary player. So maybe it's got to sort itself out. But I'm just watching that because he just seems irrelevant sometimes for them. And I don't like it. So if you're going to give up that many picks for somebody, maybe use them. What was the point of the...
He's not telling the truth. He hasn't watched all 6 Knicks games. That's not even true. They don't stick him in the corner. He don't do nothing. They run action.
I don't agree with that.
They run action for him. He gets touches early in games, late in games. He's defending. He held Halliburton to 0 for 8 shooting. And now they talking about Halliburton got a back issue. And this, come on. No. Love Bill Simmons. He's wrong. He's just flat out wrong. 5 picks are a lot. Yes, OG. 5 picks are a lot for a guy like that. But we are swinging for the fences right now. And if that's what it took to get him, we got to do what we got to do. This guy's a shooter. Like, he's not even telling the truth. Go ahead.
Right, but Fleet, that's why I said I didn't see the whole clip. But I kind of understand what he's saying. And remember, I've been saying this. But before the season started, I said Tibbs has a job on his hands. Tibbs has to figure this out. You have the roster. And in your point guard, your leader, Jalen Brunson, Flea, I think he could average 12 assists. You have the supporting cast to do it. Give the ball up. Bro, that's 3 assists a quarter. Give the ball up. In the 4th quarter against Houston, I didn't see Cat take a field goal. I watched Brunson every time he got the ball, dribble into the lane, into traffic, turnover, wild shots. Give the ball up. OG was on fire. Give the ball up. You have a guy 7 foot. Give the ball up. So for me, previewing for tonight, once again, our Knicks, every game for some reason, I think, Flea, you said this for last season. We play every game hard. So every game we have to play like it's our last. So now tonight, we have to play our ass off against Atlanta, who are bums. They got some good players.
Yeah, but we should
not. Exactly. So, but we put our back against the wall every game now. Every game that we're now, a game like this, you're supposed to be able to play your starters maybe 30 minutes. Get it out the way early. Let the bench. No, we're going to wind up playing the starters 40-something minutes again tonight against Atlanta Hawks. Tibbs has to figure this out. And I told y'all again, and I'm standing on it. At the end of the season, if we are a 4 or 5th seed, and we lose in the 1st round or the 2nd round in 5-6 games, Tom Thibodeau will be fired.
It's hard for me to see, man. That's hard for me to see, and I guess we got to wait and see. But for Tibbs to get fired and there's no backup plan, none.
I can't see that because I think they've been wanting to do this cat thing for a minute. I don't know if that's part of the reason why Julius Randle was always disgruntled, but I don't think that was the first time they tried to trade Julius Randle. They kissed and made up last year in October. That was a big thing for them for Cat and Tom Thibodeau to kiss and make up. If you wanted Tom Thibodeau gone and wanted Cat that badly here, you would just get rid of Tom Thibodeau. They want Tom Thibodeau here with Cat. So I can't see that. So why have them kiss and make up in the front? Okay, so then why would I have you and Flea get cool if I don't even plan on one of y'all working with one of y'all in the future? It makes no sense.
Well, you can't. Well, what Tom Thibodeau, the season we had last season, it's hard to fire a coach after that. But this
No. They kissed and made up before the season, like in October,
right,
before we even got good.
All right. But remember what Kenny A said yesterday. Big shout out to the legend, Kenny Anderson. It's coaches that are stuck in their own way. Flea, look at these coaches. Like you said, these guys are under 40 and winning basketball games. All I'm saying is, Tom Thibodeau, you have a great roster. You have some great players. You cannot have the front office make all these great moves and you come up short. I'm sorry. And look how the landscape is landing for us. Philly, they got big problems. Milwaukee, big problems. Ben Carroll, hope you get healthy very soon because the league is going to miss you. But he's out. Indiana, okay, they okay, but we ain't looking at them how we looked at them last year. So for me, Miami, they ain't looking like a super threat. How everybody. So this is an opportunity to take advantage. And if you can't do that with this roster that we have, with all that we've given up, with the draft picks and the players, no, who else we gonna get rid of? Who else we gonna blame?
But I'm not saying you're wrong to feel that way. That's how we feel as fans. Like, you know what, this ain't working out. That's not how they seem to work, is what I'm saying. That they haven't gave not one inkling about that. To be plotting and scheming for Cat all this time, and you know I hate his guts. In my face, the way they did that. Pause. I genuinely, I want a lot of fire on Madison Square Garden for doing this. I'm not ready to say I told you so yet.
42.
I'm 42. But I want to get to Mikal Bridges because what Bill Simmons did touch on was Mikal Bridges and him seeming irrelevant. He's shooting 50% from the field, 38.5% from three. I guess from less than 8 feet in the paint, 57%. Really, the three-point range is what I want to talk about. In the corners, he's shooting lights out, 50 to 60%, depending on what side he's on. The above the break threes, that's what he's struggling at. Crazy. You know, at top of the key by the wing, above the corner, and the catch and shoot and the pull-up threes was killing him, which I'm surprised about because that's when I started seeing against Boston. He came down court and started pulling. And they don't count pull-up shots like when he was cutting underneath the basket. Brunson threw him the ball towards like the left side of the corner in the mid-range. He just caught it, turned around, and shot the ball. I'm not like sometimes they count stats. I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I like the way Bridges is playing. I love the way he's playing. I don't like the way Brunson is playing. You can't, and it goes back to the trade. That Bridges trade makes sense if you do have that depth with Randall and DiVincenzo. It does make sense when you have that, but now you got to rely more on Mikal Bridges, where it's proven he's not a number one. Okay, so we have to make sure that the guy you traded for five first-round draft picks, he plays like that. Brunson should not have the ball in his hands this much. He just shouldn't. Why isn't all that action being run for Bridges and Cat, Flea?
Well, I mean, there's stuff to figure out, and we made an in-season. We made 2 trades over the summer, right? And we going into a new season with a completely different team. So there's a bunch of stuff to figure out right now, fellas. Like I don't think that like all of these things, this is just early overreactions, right? We here, so we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta react to it. But pre-10 games, pre-20 games, pre-All-Star break, like all of this stuff is just trying to tinker and figure out. Bridges looks fine to me, right? The shooting percentages, we can nitpick on, but he looks fine to me. Cat also looks fine to me. OG also looks fine to me. Josh Hart is my MVP of the team, just in terms of just what he does every night for us. Brunson is the guy, and I was very vocal about this all summer long, and I'm going to say it again. This is the year that he has to solidify who he is and what he means for the New York Knicks. This is the year. So you don't have to go from 24 to 28 to now 30 to say, yo, I'm the guy. No, you have 2 guys on your team that could let a little bit of air out of the balloon, right? Could just take the valve off and let it a little bit off if shit is tight for you. You don't have to be that volume scorer, that volume shooter anymore. And I think that has to come from somebody. Daddy Brunson. Somebody has to tell Dante Cole from Minnesota, like, yo, I've been watching y'all, yo.
But
the Rock, baby.
But that was the whole point of the Nova Knicks. Because if we're being real, there's still the same amount of Nova Knicks as last year. Ain't nothing changed. Supposedly, we upgraded the Nova Knick from Dante DiVincenzo to Mikal Bridges. Once again, so I need everyone to explain to me. I like Cat, but you still lost in depth. I need everyone to explain to me, why does Jalen Brunson think, because he's the captain now all of a sudden? Is this playing into his head? We said it the other day. The contract, the captain thing. Your role is different now. This is not the same grit and grind team from last year. Your whole style has to change. Is this position getting to you? Is it harder to be Derek Jeter now and not try to be Dan Marino and Alex Rodriguez and go for the home runs? You might have to be smooth.
Well, I'm y'all both. Yeah.
OG, I gotta jump. I'm gonna tap in with y'all soon. Everybody in the comments, appreciate everybody. I'm gonna get out the office now, take off my substitute clothes, and get and get right. I love everybody. I appreciate y'all, man.
You already know. Yes. Yeah. Fabian, listen, y'all made great points, right? But I'm looking how Buddy Hield fits seamlessly with Golden State. I'm looking how OKC, well-oiled machine, they get what's the young man? I keep forgetting his name that just got over there.
Caruso.
So for me, miss me with that.
He's shooting like 2 points. He's getting like 2 points a game, and he's going bananas on defense.
This is on Tibbs and Jalen Brunson. Y'all got to figure it out. That's why I'm not defending Cat. I'm not doing that. But this is on Brunson and Tom Thibodeau. Brunson, you are the captain. You are the leader. Tibbs, you are the great coach that everybody say you are. Figure this out. We should be 5-1. We shouldn't have lost to Cleveland. We shouldn't have lost to Houston. Simple and plain. And then now, if we lose tonight, which is possible because that's the type of team that Tibbs coaches, we could 1 minute look great, and then the next minute we could look like how my guy Flea say, dog shit. And it's like, come on, man, it's enough of the roller coaster. Let's be consistent. We beat up on the teams. We beat up on the teams.
He wants to laugh at a comment.
I'm sorry, I'm still here. But this is wild. I look like I sell cars. That was my upstairs office. That's crazy. I'm out.
But
all right, New York on Delancey. Yeah, welcome to the crew.
So tonight, once again, another big game against the Atlanta Hawks when we just traded for Cat and Bridges. And that's my problem with us. This shouldn't be a game we have to worry about. This should be a game where some of the starters can rest a little bit. Not saying don't play them, but Hart and them guys shouldn't have to play 40 minutes tonight. So for me, listen, man, we don't figure that out. We shouldn't be 3-3. I don't care that we third and we 500. I don't care about none of that. We shouldn't be 3-3. And like I said, I'm too many teams made trades and it's working immediately. I'm not giving us no 20, 30 games, 15 games. No, I'm not doing it. Let's get it together. This should be a walk. This should be a smoke city tonight. This game should be over by the first half. Step on their neck. Second quarter, we up 20. And Atlanta should not have a chance to get back in the game. But we are going to figure out a way to keep this game close. To where guys got to stay on the court. That's Tibbs. And that's Brunson not getting his guys involved in playing nutball. Pause. Come on, man. He went nut the other day. Simple and plain. Come on, get it together, man.
Yeah, Trae Young has a sprained rib.
Yeah, I seen that about they were saying that about the last game he played.
Right, he caught up against Boston in the third quarter. Bogdanovich has been out with a hamstring, and I don't know how to say Vit Krij is out with a hip.
Nutball was crazy.
I didn't want.
Yeah,
I was just trying to let you slide.
Certain shit you can't even clean up. Yo, Fabian, certain shit you can't even clean up. That was crazy. Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't even say bananas after that. I don't feel right.
Listen, this might be the first pause in history where you have to apologize for something. I apologize for that. This is the first apology pause. I apologize for that. That was out of control.
From the bottom of my heart. My deepest sincerities. ATL without Young is AL. Yeah, so they might be out without Trae Young. I thought they said Jalen Johnson was out. I just totally agree with you, man. Atlanta just throw 3-point shots up there. They play no defense whatsoever. Capella's out there. We're gonna see what they do with him. I imagine they play drop coverage with him because imagine him trying to get up, guard up on Cat. So
right.
But see, these are the games I want to see you practice all these experiments. That's what the regular season is for, especially with these bum teams who can't play defense. That's what Detroit could D up, but they play drop coverage. We showed them what we can do against drop coverage with a decent team, decent defense. All right. Now we play Houston. We, like you said, we were in the game. Shout out to OG and Anobi. Flea
Hold
just
on. Breaking news real quick. Joel Embiid is targeting Tuesday versus our Knicks for his season debut.
Of course he is.
Once again, breaking news. Joel Embiid is targeting coming back Tuesday versus our Knicks for his season debut. What a coincidence. He gets suspended, and the game he can come back is against the Knicks.
This is what we talked about before. I know we got to get going. Like, that's why Flea gets mad when I say everything is wrestling, bro. Everybody copies the Vince McMahon playbook. You telling me that Embiid's been out this long? All of a sudden, he fights a reporter. They let the reporter go into the locker room. All of a sudden, he gets an injury after the Olympics. You know he's a lunatic with the media, which I like because he plays the villain. You suspend him a couple games. David Stern would have suspended you for half the season for putting your hands on a reporter. He would have got you up out of there.
That's a fact.
You give him 3 games, and his first game back is with the New York media. Get out of here, man. Stop playing with us. You think we fools out here? The Vince McMahon NBA. Correct. I know his name is spicy on the streets, but I don't care. Vince McMahon changed the game.
Listen, he said, we calling it now the WWNBA, World Wrestling National Basketball Association Entertainment.
Word. Look, New York on Delancey. Is he going to pull someone down midair again? That's the other thing. Because I was thinking about with Trae Young. I'll leave you with this. If he got a sprained rib, back in the day, imagine if Mason found out you had a sprained rib, or Derek Harper put it. And that's going back to Flea's original point with the NBA is so young. They don't have no older dudes like, man, get out of here, young punk. What are you doing? You know, when you young, you nervous, you shaky, like, man, you slap him in the back of his head. This is how you do it. That's how the old guys stay in the game. No pun intended. That's how they be staying in the game. They play dirty, y'all. Big old ball. What's it looking like, man? What's the spread looking like? It was 7. I want to say the spread was 7 earlier, AllBall.
Well, Boston versus Golden State?
No. The Knicks and Hawks. Who you got?
Oh, I'm taking us to cover that spread. If the spread is only 7, that means Trae Young might be playing. He
gotta be. If it's 7, he gotta be playing.
Right.
Vegas knows he's playing.
But we just lost, and this isn't Atlanta. So I mean, it's no way in the world we not beating Atlanta by more than 7, bro. No way in the world.
I like that you said that. They got to cover, especially coming back from Houston. This ain't Houston, and we ain't got no problems hitting that parlay tonight. 2 3-pointers from OG Anunoby. Yeah, I said it. 3 games in a row, he got at least 3 3-pointers. OG Anunoby does. Come on, man. What do you think he's doing against Atlanta? And you got to parlay that on DraftKings, y'all. Stop playing with us, man. Big DraftKings. Hold up. I just lost my notes. My bad, AllBall. Big DraftKings. The NBA is finally back. A new season means I gotta redo this. What the hell? We're gonna take it from the top, AllBall.
Not
I
good.
can
Not
chop that
good,
up.
brother.
It is, because I can do it like this. The NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from beyond the arc? Who's crashing boards and grabbing rebounds? Get behind your favorite players and the prop bets you can make it at DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. First time, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's code ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 888-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. DraftKings, y'all. Show up and show us some love. Get on there. Like I said, go for 2 3-pointers from OG. And if not, go for the 2 3-pointers from Cat. Clint Capella's not coming out there to guard him and take the Knicks on the money line. Stop playing. Or if you want to be slick, cover that -7, man, with one of those 3-pointers. Stop playing around, boy. Tell them, don't be scared. Put a little money on the side, man. Get some dinner for Friday.
Exactly. Hey, listen, man. You know the drill, man. Always a pleasure. My brothers up here, AllBall TV, Fabian, Flea, Kels, Uncle White's Dime Dropper. Gotta always shout out the chat, man. Listen, man. Y'all the ones that make us who we are. We appreciate y'all always. Always. Like I said, man, y'all show up every night and y'all just have us laughing and y'all engage. So, man, big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And y'all know the drill. AllBall TV for life, baby.
Weeknights, 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Weeknight, 6 p.m. AllBall TV. Knicks Rehab Reaction. You never know who's going to be our next guest. It might be you. Good night, y'all. Enjoy the game. Hawks versus Knicks. Let's get it. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.